Hey, hi, how the hell are ya?
I'm fucking
so good.
fabulous.
Well, welcome back, bitches.
Yeah.
It's officially season 2 of the Poison Tea Party podcast.
Season 2.
Oh my god, how the hell has everybody been out there? How have you guys been?
Good.
Cowie?
Great.
Doing
Wonderful.
better.
Fucking awesome.
On the come
You
up.
know what I have been? Freezing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fucking
That is what I have been.
stupidly cold.
I don't think my nose has thawed out in 3 days.
My
Yeah.
toes for me.
I have 2 pairs of socks on right now as we speak, and slippers.
That would have been the smart thing to do, but I was like, YOLO.
I am
fuzzy socks
so
on.
cold. Like, why do we live where the air hurts our face?
For real.
Why do
Yeah.
we
It's
do
not
that?
my fault, it's my parents' fault.
It is.
Fuck them.
So I'm assuming that you guys missed us out there in podcast land. I haven't heard the end of it, but you know, we're back.
We're back.
Here we are.
Back again.
So if you're new here, my name is Trass. Every other week I gather at this poison table and discuss some of history's weirdest and most disturbing shit with my 2 favorite bitches, my sister Janet,
That's me.
my niece Cowie,
Hey, yo.
and today my second favorite nephew is here with us as well,
Just admit it already.
Carter
I'm your
David.
favorite.
You'll always be second best.
How does
So-
that feel, Carter?
Oh, my God.
Yes,
I told you how many times I can take second place to Blake.
Well, as you should, because that's my baby right there.
Okay.
But Carter, does
Okay.
it make you feel better to know that you're her second baby?
Second out of 2. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm top 2. Oh my
You
god.
are your top tier shit.
Oh my god.
Just for the record, all of you out there that don't know, he is Kaylee's boyfriend. Carter
Yes.
is Kaylee's boyfriend.
Carter is a grown man.
Yes.
I have one nephew. His name is Blake.
What the fuck am I?
So he's
yeah, I
obviously
mean,
my favorite.
Just don't worry
but,
about it, Carter.
You know. So anything new? Anybody have anything they want to talk about before we get started? Anything cool? Anything pod related that people should know?
Well, we've seen all of your positive reviews on Apple. It is amazing to have people who view us that love us. That's awesome.
Yeah,
we love
and
you guys.
We've talked about on
Yes.
here, like, about the different countries that listen to us. And do you
Yes.
guys want to know who's
Who's
our
number one right now?
listener is
Is
right
it
now?
still
Canada?
It's Canada.
I fucking love
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
We
I love
you
Canada.
guys. Don't you know, Bobby? I'm gonna slap you upside the head.
They probably can understand our accents, and that's why they listen to us.
That's
That's
why
definitely why they tune in.
Okay, what?
So, just because we're on the topic of an accent, I just want it just has to be said. One time, I got real drunk at Adventureland,
Was it when we all went to
Yeah.
Adventureland?
That was
She
so
goes,
fun.
and
we should do that next year.
That
I had
was
the
so
greatest
much
time
that was
ever.
so
So
much
much
fun. But
So,
so then Aunt Tracy and I are fucking standing in line, and then all of a sudden, I just can't get the accent out. I'm just trying so hard to talk normal again. And it's just like this, where you just can't stop. It just keeps on coming. So then I'm like, let's get on a bumper car together.
Oh my god, the bumper cars.
Bro, I forgot about the bumper
I'm gonna,
cars.
you know what I'm gonna
cry.
do for you, audience?
Put
I'm gonna
that picture.
post the greatest picture you've ever fucking
It was
seen.
my profile for a while. I'm not gonna
But
lie.
who drove? You drove.
No, she drove.
She
I
drunk
drove.
drove.
mistake
Yeah,
number 1.
I
She
was
drove,
like,
and I
yeah,
drove the bumper car.
Because I knew, okay, so this was my thought going into it. I'm going to get in with Kaylee because I know 100% and she's going to drive because 100% I'm going to fucking laugh my fucking ass
Let me
off.
tell you, it was heavy aggression.
It
Like,
was.
she was like, "Get out of the fucking
No, she
way!"
was yelling in her northern accent
Yes.
at everybody. She was like, "No, you get the fuck out of here! You
My
can't do
favorite-
that!"
I was yelling at these little kids, and
It
I was
was
like,
so
who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
Where's your mom?
She
Yeah.
did. She did.
Yeah, I did. And Aunt Tracy, she was pleasantly surprised by how good I am at bumper cars.
Meanwhile, Carter's standing on the sidelines with a fucking
Well, because he
16-ounce fucking.
He did.
What
That
were you
was-
drinking that day?
Lemonade.
Lemonade. Didn't
Oh,
I take
was
the
it?
picture? Who took the picture?
Brandon.
I did. I
Dude,
took a
that's-
picture.
Took it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Well, so the problem
because you
was,
guys went before us,
That
and I
was
was like,
the-
"You bitches."
That's what I was going to say. Well, no, because they needed 2 more. And listen, there was a pack of us that went. So there was like 12 of us ready to get on these fucking bumper cars and they needed 2 people. And I'm like, we are so far deep on this fucking line that me and Kaylee have to go
Yeah.
like right now. So I was like, I'm going with Kaylee.
Because I said, you want to have a fun time? You want to have a fun time? Get in the car with me, goddammit.
Well, it was quite fun to watch from the
was
sidelines.
so good.
I remember I took all the pictures
breathe.
I could.
I could not
Aunt
breathe.
Tracy was fucking dying, and the picture's iconic. I mean, I look like a psychopath, and Aunt Tracy's laughing so goddamn
So
hard.
the moral of the story is, if you're drinking heavily at an amusement park,
Talk in a northern
get on
accent.
the fucking bumper cars.
And
And-
talk in a northern
Yes.
accent.
Talking in
Talk in a
northern
northern
accent.
accent.
Yell at children in
Yes.
a northern accent.
Yes.
She literally was pointing at kids going, who the fuck
I know
are you?
she was pointing.
Who the
She
fuck
was
are you?
full finger out.
Yep.
Like she was. Oh my god.
And then after we got off, like, the kids would come up to me, and I'm like, it's just fun and games. It's just fun and games.
Kaylee, kids love you.
I know.
It was
It's fun.
the best. Like
They were even laughing. It wasn't like I was scaring the goddamn
No.
kids. They were laughing.
and I was
having a good time.
because bumper cars are like my favorite fucking
Me
thing
too.
to do.
Yeah.
And I've never been on bumper cars with Kaylee.
No, and I wanted to say this. She was pleasantly surprised by how good I can drive a bumper car.
Listen, we didn't get
she-
stuck. We didn't get stuck. I always get
Nope.
stuck in the bumper cars. Kaylee did not get
She
stuck.
kept going, oh God, you're going to get stuck. No, honey. Oh, no.
It was
she's
it
not
was
coming
pretty
back.
fucking great. I'm not
Nope.
even gonna try to cover that shit up. That was the best.
We bonded even harder that
I
day.
couldn't breathe. My
I don't know
stomach.
if that's possible.
I know.
I don't think it is.
It's not even possible, but somehow it happened. It was
Funny.
like even
It's like-
funnier.
All right.
So
Moving on.
Moving
Jesus
on.
Christ, that was a long.
You better keep the bumper car story
so
in.
these ladies have no fucking idea. I'm about to fucking. I'm
Oh,
about to-
God.
You're about to drop it like it's hot on us.
I'm gonna throw a complete listen. Okay.
Okay.
So what do you guys think about birds? Janet's face.
Do they live in the ocean?
Oh my
Or don't they?
They don't live in the fucking ocean.
Okay, hear me out.
Do they work for the government?
This is I didn't even I didn't
Are
even
they real?
I didn't even think about that, but now I'm pissed off all over again. They don't live in the fucking ocean, Janet.
I can't even make the fucking argument because I wasn't the one making that argument.
This was my ex-husband.
They do not live in the
Circa, what year were you born? 2003.
2003.
So this is like circa
2004.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what a fucking moron.
We had a whole argument once.
we were playing
about
categories,
do
and
birds
the
live-
letter was B, and the thing was things that live in the ocean, and this motherfucker said birds, and I said, hold on,
They may dive into the ocean, but they don't fucking live
no,
there.
and then he still to this day, like he's done research on it now,
Oh no!
so
I believe it. I
every
believe
once
it.
in a while he'll hit me with a.
Oh my
You know, so and so, blah blah blah, and I'm like, they still don't live in the fucking
Sorry,
ocean,
Jess.
Jesse. They still don't.
What was
Birds don't
What
live
was-
in the
they
ocean.
don't live in the
They
ocean.
never
They
fucking
never-
will.
no.
They never fucking
No.
did.
No,
What was that other thing he fucking said about the fucking drugs? The fucking drugs.
Oh
the
my
kids
god!
the kids were gonna get
No.
exposed. Or
No, there's a bunch of underage minors over
yeah.
there.
yeah, and then
Motherfucker says, or it's windier than fuck outside. It, just must be the wind.
Yeah, but he goes, no, you have to, so the full context.
love him.
Okay,
I
so
love
he
him.
goes, it's windier than fuck outside. And I'm like, yeah, and he goes, it must just be the wind. And I'm like, and then he goes, well,
If anybody has anyone in their lives that has like catchphrases, Jesse's
I have a
Jesse is
whole
ours.
book of them. I have a whole book of them.
Yeah, we started
yeah,
writing them down.
I did.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
cigarettes you got in that unopened pack? 20. Why, Jess? Oh, so you opened the other pack then? Motherfucker, there's 20 cigarettes in a fucking pack, bitch. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
we're having a lot of fun.
I fucking
This
love
is
them.
just stupid. Anyways, shout out to my ex-husband, Jesse. You
I
don't
love
listen,
him.
but
for all the good times,
Yes.
Jess.
thanks
all
for
of
the
them.
fucking...
For all the good sayings that we still say.
We still fucking
To this
say it.
day. To this fucking day.
idiot.
Oh my god.
So back to birds, you guys.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, okay. So birds don't live in the ocean.
They don't live in the ocean.
They might be a part of the government.
They might. Okay, so birds have always been a huge part of our lives for forever. We love all animals here at the Tea Party, but it's safe to say that we love birds.
Yes.
We love birds.
Fuck birds. Respectfully.
What the fuck?
Imagine this, okay?
No.
You're walking down the street and a bird just shits on you.
You know
Then
that's
what?
happened to
Good
me.
luck.
That
Then what?
happened to me
Yeah,
one
see,
time.
and you hate birds.
Do you know what it's
She
supposed
loves
to
birds.
It's good luck.
Yeah. Did good luck happen to you after?
No, I lost.
Exactly.
I was going to it was the Wolfman.
Yeah.
Was the episode that we did it on. So that day, before I went to this thing, I got shit on by a bird. It shit right on my fucking chest.
Yeah.
And I had to go inside and clean it off before I could go. And my mom goes, that means that's good luck. And then we lost the competition.
Your mom lied
I don't
to
feel
you.
like that was good luck.
She fucking lied.
But
She
also,
did.
Maybe
guess what? I didn't get eaten by a werewolf. So
She didn't.
maybe it was good luck.
But
Yeah.
maybe you're not supposed to clean it off.
I am not going to walk around with bird shit all over my
No
fucking
good luck
chest.
for you.
Well,
Thanks. Weird.
weird.
Anyway.
So Janet used to have this pet parakeet named Makita, and she was the coolest fucking bird ever. Then she had this lovebird that honestly was a fucking dick, but she was pretty cool. Her name was Tequila.
Yeah.
So my dad had countless finches at one point. We built a whole aviary.
Oh my god, Goldie and finches.
God. That was such a...
We're bird lovers, guys.
It's a core memory of just being a kid and sitting on the porch
You were
and
really
seeing
little.
them.
Yeah.
So the first two finches that we got were called Sheila and Bloke.
Remember? Nope. Do you remember?
They were the finches.
Yeah. Do you remember when we were kids, though? And
Oh, no,
Dad
I
had
don't
'em?
remember those.
Izzy and Mo.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember
I didn't
them?
even think about
Yeah,
that. I didn't
yeah,
even
yeah.
put that in here. Oh,
Izzy
shit. I
and Mo
forgot
were
about
Dad's-
them all together.
Yeah,
Did
Fuck.
he name those?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Well, I don't know who named him, I guess.
I'm pretty
Izzy
sure it
and
was
Mo.
probably Dad. So we had Sheila and Bloke, and they were so freaking cool. Me and my sister went to an expo to get Bloke. Dad had gotten Sheila. I don't remember where he got her, but he wanted a male.
Mhm.
And so we went to the Bird Expo, and we got him the most premium specimen
Yes.
that
well,
I could
Tress could find.
Yes. And he was amazing. So I'm pretty sure my dad had names for all of, because he had like 12 finches at one point, or something like that. There was like a fuck ton of
We
them.
had he
There
had
was
a
a lot.
in that.
And I'm pretty sure he had names for all of them, but I can't remember. And knowing my father, one was probably called Dumbass and the other one was probably called Dipshit.
Yep.
But those are different stories. So then there was my beautiful, sweet angel baby, Lucy Lou.
Oh, I love Lucy Lou.
She was a cockatiel and she was the shit. So she roamed freely throughout the day. I only caged her at night or when I was like at work or when she had a fucking egg because she will be killing over
Yes.
these eggs.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously. She would fucking sit on top of the egg and she'd rock back and forth and she would hiss at you.
Aunt Tracy never kicked me out of her room, but the only time she did was when Lucy had an egg.
She would wolf whistle every time you walked in the room and honestly it was a really huge stroke to my ego.
It was cute.
She would also whistle the Andy Griffith theme song, which was fucking hilarious. She gave kisses, loved pets, and pooped on command on cardboard.
Yep, she did.
She did.
That comes in
She
useful.
was one of my most cherished and loved pets of all time. So R.I.P. Lucy Lou, Mommy still thinks of you
I
often.
love that
We
bird. I
love
just
you.
thought of her the other day.
All right, so then came, are you ready for this? Then came Janet's asshole bird,
Oh,
Oh
my god.
Okay, don't judge me for Blue.
Blue. He was a true psychopath.
He
was-
really was. When we got him, I'm pretty sure, didn't they shake the fucking box or some shit?
Probably.
No,
he
they
was,
didn't.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
He was
So-
crazy.
At this point in our lives, we all lived together at my dad's house, and I decided, fuck it. I got my own blue boy, and I named him Spanx.
Yeah, you did. He was fucking awesome, too.
And he was a sweet baby boy.
Yeah.
I got him a girlfriend, and I cannot for the life of me remember her fucking name. So we would put Blue in the cage, and that motherfucker would, grab Spanx and, karate chop him at the same time, trying to get at her. And as if this wasn't chaotic enough, my mom had a friend who had some birds that she couldn't care for anymore, and I was like, fuck it, what's two more? So I ended up moving out and taking that huge aviary that I helped my dad build for all those finches, and I put all those birds in there and decided, guess what, Janet? Blue's coming to live with me. And this isn't the only time in my life that I personally have hijacked an animal for my sister, but those are different stories for different days.
Yep.
Anyways, they all lived long and happy lives except for Blue. He drove himself fucking insane, karate chopping everyone and doing these fucking weird circle flips off perches. Yeah. I think he literally had a heart attack. Honestly, I'm almost 100% sure he gave himself a heart attack.
First to go out of that.
Yeah.
So my last standing bird was Spanx. Bodie was almost 3 when Spanx finally passed away in his mommy's hands, and I loved that baby boy so much.
He died in your hands.
Yes, he was old. Spanx was the last bird in the family up until very recently.
Yes.
And we have a new favorite here in the family, Baby Pepper.
Oh my god. She's brought up so many. She has
She
shown us how much we love birds.
Yes.
We forgot.
So it's been like 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
Since
I know,
we've had
and
a
then-
bird.
And I thought, okay, so the reason we got Pepper is because Lily, she spends a lot of time in her room. She has friends, but I just thought a companion would be good.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And a bird. I mean, you can get something in a tank like a fucking fish, or like my son has an axolotl.
Birds demand that you pay attention.
Yes.
But they're social.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, and they're not as hard to take care of as
No.
for me, aquariums are difficult. Anyway,
I love aquariums.
you are very good at them, but I am not. So
it's a lot of upkeep.
yeah. And a bird is too, but in a different way
Yes.
that I'm more equipped to take care of. So, and that Lily is more equipped to take care of.
Pepper is beautiful, and
She
she's
is.
obviously adored by every single one of us.
Yes.
I bust down my niece Lily's door every time I come over so that I can play with that
Me
little
too.
baby angel, and it makes my heart ache so bad for another baby of my own. I can't have one
you
right now.
girls have got the fucking
Oh.
bird fever. Both of you got
Yes,
it.
Love
really
them.
bad. I told Carter
Listen,
the other day.
I have
Carter's
dogs.
face. He's like, hell no.
I love animals, but right now I'm in the dog era of my life.
Yep.
Too
Which
many-
is a really great era.
It
to
is,
be in.
but
It
also
is,
right now. If you would like to adopt Jelly Roll, you can apply at
Oh My Dog Rescue.
Please,
Please come get him.
Is so adorable.
He's a great
He is.
puppy.
Anyway, sorry.
I
But-
love him. So obviously we're here to talk about birds today.
Yes.
Birds, if you didn't know, are wicked smart and have super attitudes that could rival my own. They're sweet and spicy, and that's exactly why I love them so much.
Yes.
So you might be asking yourself, Trass, what the fuck do birds have to do with the poison tea party?
yeah, kind of.
like, how are you
because
gonna spin
You
this?
already kiboshed all my ideas.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, hold on to your panties, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go on another glorious adventure together. So the morning of August 18th, 1961, the residents of Capitola, California were awakened around 3 a.m. by a surreal phenomenon. Thousands of crazed sooty shearwaters, which is just a fancy seagull. It's like a seagull that looked like it rolled in soot, which is why they're called sooty.
Oh, I don't even
So
know
they
what
were
these are.
flying erratically through the streets, barfing up fish and crash landing, kamikaze-like into street lamps, rooftops, you name it.
Did you say barfy?
Yes.
Oh my god.
A few brave souls ventured outside to investigate, but they immediately retreated.
Oh my god.
As would I.
That's what I. Since sooty shearwater's diet is fish-based, this meant that partially digested anchovies were sprayed on citizens and property.
Don't say sprayed.
Yeah. Along with feathers, feces, and even more disgustingly, the corpses of these aggressive
What the
birds
fuck?
themselves.
What the fuck?
All right, we're getting into it.
What the fuck?
So when residents rushed out of their homes with flashlights so they could see better, because remember, it's 3 a.m., okay?
Wait, so what year was this again?
1961.
Oh my god.
The birds savagely would swoop towards the light beams.
Okay.
The birds flew into television lines, caused power outages, and littered fish skeletons all over the streets. The
Ew.
community was covered in an overpowering
Oh my god.
fishy scent.
I know what this is.
Just wait.
No,
I'm getting
you
to it.
don't.
I'm getting to it.
Nobody knows
Just
what
give
this
me a minute.
is.
Just give me a minute.
Can I tell you my theory?
No.
You bitches.
8 people reported being bitten by the birds, and it seemed that every
And they have rabies.
I don't think birds carry
Birds can't
rabies.
get rabies.
I'm pretty sure they can't.
Sorry, I don't know.
But every resident had a story. An officer using a sheriff's car nearly crashed as the sooty shearwaters plowed into his vehicle. A teenager was struck by a bird as he left the house.
Oh my god.
One oblivious resident was
That'll
surprised by
teach you for smoking pot in the middle of the fucking night.
smoking dope.
No
It's fucking
smoking
3 in the
dope.
morning. Sorry.
So, one oblivious resident was surprised by a swarm of angry birds when she tiredly opened her door at 6 a.m. Although she succeeded in keeping them out of her house, she did not manage to do so before they sprayed her residents with their bodily
Ew.
fluids.
There's so many of them
Why
that
are
she
they-
can't keep them out of her
Yeah,
house.
they said 2 to 3 deep.
Why are they
In the
spraying?
street.
Oh my god.
The smell is terrible, she complained, noting that the birds had vomited fish guts all over her lawn.
Oh my god. Why are they spraying?
So the
fuck?
story was front page news by the morning, obviously, and they read, residents were awakened at about 3 a.m. today by a rain of birds slamming
Right.
against their homes. A bewildered reporter wrote, Dead and stunned seabirds littered the streets and roads in the foggy early dawn. You ready for this?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Why?
What
Why,
the
BB?
fuck?
Why, BB?
Why, BB? We'll get into it. Okay, so a few days later, Alfred Hitchcock called the paper to request a copy of the article.
Oh my God. I had no idea.
I didn't either. So he was researching a new thriller based on a book by Daphne du Maurier, and within 2 years, The Birds hit the silver screen.
Yep.
And this terrified audiences across the nation.
How the fuck did
Kaylee's
you...
like, what the
Have
fuck?
you ever seen the movie Birds?
The Birds?
I think maybe with Grima T.
What?
That's probably
You would
right.
remember that shit, though. Like, The Birds was like a fucking...
Well, here's the thing. Like, Grima T made me watch so many weird fucking... Like, big-ass spider and shit. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
I think we watched The Birds at school, literally.
Yeah.
Like, it was
because it's like a fucking so iconic.
film.
How did you find this story?
I just knew that The Birds was based roughly on a true story, roughly. But it was mostly based off of this book by du Maurier. But he was already researching, and then this shit happened, and he was like, holy fuck.
I
like,
didn't know it was like based on real things.
Yeah, so...
Oh my
that makes
God.
it way worse. Oh my fucking God, I gotta go. We're gonna go watch The Birds after this.
No, we're not.
Fucking hell.
So, experts initially thought that the gulls had been disoriented by the dense fog that morning because it was really fucking foggy.
Oh, that's bullshit, I feel.
Yeah, no.
But the actual answer was reported over 50 years later by scientists from Louisiana State University and was far more fucking sinister. The birds had been poisoned by tiny marine organisms called diatoms. Okay. So diatoms are tiny single-celled algae that live in both marine and freshwater environments. The vast majority of diatoms are harmless and actually are an important source of food for many aquatic animals. But a few minority produce toxins that obviously poison birds, marine mammals, and seals, and sea lions, and humans.
What?
Some diatoms produce a toxin called domoic acid. When plenty of nutrients and light are available, these can occur at very high densities. Okay, you'll know what I'm saying in a minute. These high concentrations...
Yeah, because this is really like...
It's sciencey. So these high concentrations of diatoms and other algae are commonly referred to as algae blooms.
Oh my
because of an algae bloom?
God.
Yes.
Oh my fucking God.
So the birds went psycho.
Yep. So when they bloom, shellfish and small fish like anchovies and sardines,
whatever they eat.
Yeah, they consume large quantities of domoic acid because they're eating the algae that has bloomed.
Do they get all fucking high
No.
too?
So the toxin does not
that's
harm
lame.
them.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's lame.
The toxin does not harm these animals, but it does accumulate in their tissue.
Yeah.
So it's not toxic to them, but it's toxic to mammals.
Right. Whoever eats them.
It's building up in them.
Yes. So when seabirds like the sooty shearwater consume shellfish and anchovies after a bloom, the domoic acid poisons them.
Shout out to Louisiana Tech, is it?
Louisiana State University.
Louisiana State University for finding that out.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
So in birds...
50 years later.
Wow.
Yeah.
50 years.
We talk about it. So in birds, marine mammals, and humans, domoic acid acts like a neurotoxin. It interferes with the transmission of nerve signals to the brain, causing lethargy, disorientation, vomiting, seizures, amnesia, brain damage, and sometimes death, which those birds died. Like they said,
God.
some of the reports were that they were 2 to 3 deep in the streets, like just dead.
My God.
Yeah. However, none of this was known during the 1961 bird attack.
It just seemed like an apocalypse.
Yeah.
They were like, oh my God.
They were like, what the
the
fuck?
world is ending.
The world is ending.
So
yeah.
it wasn't until 1991 when similar symptoms affected large numbers of brown pelicans in the same area. Now, you might remember
oh my God,
this.
pelicans are like huge birds.
They're huge. So that domoic acid was identified as the culprit of this whole fucking shenanigans. Scientists discovered large quantities of domoic acid in the birds' stomachs. And it was known that they had been eating the local anchovies. When scientists looked inside of the anchovies' stomachs that the pelicans had consumed, they found large numbers of these crazy diatoms. The West Coast State Health Departments took immediate action, and they closed the shellfish and forage fish fisheries before any human could suffer the same fate as these birds.
Okay.
After the 1991 incident, researchers began to suspect that the original 1961 event had also been caused by domoic acid poisoning. However, no one could prove it until 2012, when Louisiana State Research, again, they finally solved the mystery. What had actually happened was they examined a number of preserved water samples from 1961, which good on them for preserving the water samples.
Yes.
Which contained plant-eating zooplankton. Now, if you know plankton eats algae, things eat the plankton, whatever.
Plankton.
So they looked into the zooplankton stomachs to see what they had been eating, and they found that 79% of the diatoms inside were toxic. So that's exactly what caused the 1961 attack.
So we're sure of it.
Yep. 100%.
Did you guys see that recent study they just did, and they found all those shrimp in fucking, I think, Louisiana?
They all have
cocaine. They all are full of cocaine.
I love cocaine.
Whoa, that took me by surprise. That's not what I was going to say.
I was like, oh my God.
No, so I watched this
Did I eat some cocaine
documentary
shrimp?
on Hulu, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a series, and they got the cocaine alligator shit on there. That shit's funny. So yeah.
Oh, the fucking Florida man.
Yeah.
Florida man.
Anyway, sorry.
So anyways, that's where the birds comes from, you guys.
I didn't know
Oh
that.
my God.
It actually comes from a real fucking thing.
It's
From a real
it's
source.
Okay.
This was a
And
whole-
how terrifying for something so ordinary like birds.
Right. But we have to remember that the general public are scared of birds. Like
They are.
What?
Most people are scared of birds. Like
Are
they're
you scared of
no,
birds
they're okay
out
with
there?
them. They're okay with them like flying in the air. But if you put a bird next to somebody, people freak the fuck out.
Are you scared of birds, Carter?
No.
He's a liar.
Did
No?
you go in and see
He
Pepper?
did hold Pepper.
Yeah, Pepper's different from a bird, though.
She's a
Like,
fucking
you think about
she
a
is
bird.
bird.
You think about a bird outside. What if a fucking crow landed right there? I'd be like, oh, you're a fucking bitch. Goodbye.
Anybody know Tom the Turkey?
This is what I thought you were going to talk about.
I don't think I know Tom the Turkey.
Okay. So Tom the Turkey was a local legend in Chilmark, Massachusetts. It's a little town on Martha's Vineyard. His tragic tale begins in 2006 when he was orphaned and was injured by a hawk.
Poor Tom.
So this is
Fortunately-
are we talking about a turkey right now?
Yeah.
Fortunately, he was saved by a loving couple, Jonathan and Linda Haar. Though they never really adopted him as a pet, they healed his wounds and fed him regularly.
Yeah.
And soon Tom was hanging around their house all the time. This couple fell in love with this ugly ass fucking bird, okay? The rest of the neighbors hated Tom's guts, probably because he was the scariest fucking turkey in history.
They're mean.
He regularly attacked other people.
Mhm.
He trapped them in their cars and circled their vehicles, daring his victim to step out. Sometimes he would whip up a mad turkey mob and attack unsuspecting people
Go get his friends.
while his gang crowded around. So terrified neighbors parked close to their front door so they could make a quick dash to their cars for safety.
Oh my
I'd be
God.
calling the cops like every day. I'd be like, hello.
So some carried brooms or bats and they when they went outside, and
Sorry,
no
I
one
just gotta get to the car.
no one was safe from
You know
terrible
what?
Tom.
Just needs a little love.
Yeah, and nobody was safe except for John and Linda, who had no fucking idea what
How
Tom
could
had
they
been
not
up
have
to.
any idea?
They had no idea.
I call bullshit on that. How could they
That's
not?
what they said.
They knew.
I think that's bullshit.
That's what they said.
They knew
So
he was
things-
an asshole.
Right. Things came to a head when a delivery woman called the cops, complaining about a wild turkey that was menacing the streets. When two officers arrived, Tom he did not give a fuck. Like, he was not intimidated.
Shout out to the police.
For real. Instead, he
No,
attacked...
Tom didn't give a fuck.
Right. Instead, he attacked the cops, forcing one of the officers to jump on his car.
Oh my God.
The second officer pulled out his pistol and fired twice, wounding the turkey. But Tom dashed off.
Period.
He
Tom.
got away.
But
He got away.
no, he didn't. The
Oh.
police chased after him, guns a fucking blazing, and Tom was dead.
He met his demise.
Yeah, he did.
Wait, now I feel bad
So
for
no,
Tom.
just chill out. So Jonathan ran up, screaming and shouting. He loved that fucking bird. In fact, he was so
Yeah.
fucking angry that he fucking punched one of the cops right in the fucking face.
Yeah, as he should.
Yeah, if you saw someone kill your dog,
Yeah.
you do the same thing.
And Jonathan was hauled off to jail, and the story became a big time scandal. People who didn't live in Tom's territory wrote to the newspapers complaining about the cops' excessive
animal
use
cruelty,
of force.
right?
Yeah.
So one paper ran a cartoon of a stupid-looking turkey dressed as a fucking police officer, and for weeks it's all anybody talked about.
Oh my God, dude.
Which is hilarious. So 6 months, $30,000 in legal fees, and several drop charges later, Jonathan was finally released, and so was Tom. The police had kept his bullet-ridden body in the freezer as evidence. So brokenhearted, Jonathan and Linda buried Tom in their yard, complete with a tombstone that read, "Tom the turkey, he died as he lived."
Oh my God. In trouble.
Naughty.
Naughty boy. Naughty,
Oh my
naughty
God.
boy. Okay.
That's a real thing that happened.
It is. It's a real fucking thing.
Where was that?
Massachusetts.
Oh my
on Martha's
God.
Vineyard.
Justice
Those people
for
had
fucking,
money. That's why they put a fucking tombstone in all
Yeah,
that.
justice for fucking Tom.
Well, Tom was an
I gotta-
asshole.
You have to
gotta
think.
say-
Yeah, it's fine, but you have to also think that the children and stuff that were walking around and like Tom was
Yeah,
terrorizing.
like he was an asshole.
Yeah, he was. Okay, so the real reason we're even talking about birds today is this: the Great Emu War of 1932.
Oh my God, I said emu either earlier.
The emu is one of the national symbols of the land down under.
Mhm.
They weren't, however, always seen as a harmless symbol of a national identity.
They're not fucking harmless.
They're fucking dickheads.
Okay. Do you know what an emu? You're gonna explain what an emu is?
I don't really, but it's a huge ass flightless bird that
It
will
is
fucking ruin your
next
life.
to an ostrich.
It's
Like
a
this fucker
fucking-
is giant.
Only
Have
like
you
way
ever-
more savage than an ostrich.
Carter, have you ever seen an emu in person?
No.
They're big.
Oh
and
my
they're
God,
fucking
they're
crazy.
huge.
So in 1932, the Australian government took a heavy-handed approach to dealing with the problem and called in actual fucking military to
Mhm.
fucking deal with this.
They did.
So what happened next would be known as the Great Emu War, during which the birds would face machine guns and
Oh.
win.
My
Yes.
God.
This was a serious fucking thing,
This
guys.
literally happened. So the story of the Great Emu War goes back to the First World War and the treatment of veterans. Over the course of World War I, Australia sustained around 210,000 casualties. And for a country with a population of under 5 million people, this was absolutely fucking
Significant.
devastating.
Yes.
So many veterans returned home with gruesome, debilitating wounds that prevented them from finding work, and the government offered no aid to its injured heroes, returning from the horrors that they had faced.
Right.
After the reality became known to the Australian public, the demands for the government to take action did increase. But literally they were like, oh, you're wounded, you're a veteran, who fucking cares? Whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Listen, you're going to learn in this that the
This
Australian
shit happens
government
today.
was really fucked up back then. And I don't know how
It's
they
not
are
just
today.
the Australian
but
government.
They
It's-
were.
Veterans are not taken care of.
They aren't.
They just
To
aren't
this day,
taken
they
care of.
aren't.
No,
They aren't.
They aren't.
So under this pressure, the government eventually devised a scheme that would not only help the veterans, but also help feed Australia. Or so they thought.
Girl.
The
Okay.
countryside was divided into small plots of land, okay? So veterans were encouraged to become farmers. Thousands took up this challenge, but it was almost completely doomed from the start because the soil was fucking horrible there. Like we're thinking Australia, it's dusty, it's fucking
I'm
it's-
thinking sand. Is that not right?
Yeah, kind of. It's
Okay.
like it was terrible farming land. The veterans had little to no experience in farming at all, and each plot was only around 10 acres, which was hardly enough for fucking sustenance,
Mhm.
let alone to like gain any profit or to feed fucking Australia like they had fucking wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, around 5,000 were settled in Western Australia, the 5,000 farms, where wheat was the crop most suitable for the conditions in the area that we're talking about specifically.
Okay.
And it was in this area that the problems with the emus arose.
Oh my fucking God.
Fucking
Fuck
emus.
emus.
Australians have had a long history of interactions with emus. Sometimes regarded as pests, sometimes regarded as wildlife to be proud of, the emus suffered the fickle mood of the Australian government. Now listen, They classified them as vermin. Then they classified them as a protected species. And then they went back and classified them as vermin again. Yes. In 1918, an increasingly large emu population began to ravage the farmlands of Western Australia. And by 1922, their protected status was dropped, and the government classified them again as vermin. The local Western Australian farmers took up arms, and they tried in vain to discourage the emus from eating and trampling their crops.
What did they do?
Emu numbers, however, were overwhelming, and the birds were surprisingly hardy. A single bird generally had to be shot several times before it realized it had even been shot.
What the fuck?
Yes.
These fucking emus were like Iron
These are
Men.
Veterans too, man. Like they've seen some shit.
And they were shooting these birds, and the birds aren't
and
dying.
they were like, "Fuck you, bro! I'm still fucking here, man."
Oh my god,
they're fucking crazy.
Right?
These birds are crazy.
So, the emus, however, were only one of many fucking problems. So the farms had been a complete disaster. And by the mid-1920s, it was clear that the farming scheme had been a complete fucking failure. Tens of thousands of farmers had been plunged into hardships.
Yeah.
And poverty while producing, like, no food. Because, like we said, like, they were 10-acre farms.
So we're, like, on the fucking, like, a famine.
Yes.
Like,
we're absolute famine.
Yeah.
Absolute famine. So alcoholism and incidents of suicide skyrocketed. And under these miserable circumstances, who could blame them? I mean, you know, whatever. This was a real fucking hardship for these people. Wheat prices collapsed through the decade. And in 1929, the American stock market crashed, which led to the Great Depression.
Mm-hmm.
And this hit Australia worse than it hit the United States because it was such a low population.
That's so interesting that we don't learn about this.
We don't. Because we only learn about American history in America.
And I didn't know that
an
happened
already collapsed wheat price suddenly halved. In Australia, employment rose to 32%. Then a fucking drought hit. A quarter of all the resettled farmers in Western Australia threw up their hands and they fucking walked away. They'd fucking had it. They'd had enough because they were fucking starving. Australia still, however, needed the wheat. And Prime Minister James Scullin announced a subsidy for these farms, only to withdraw the promise upon harvest season. What a fucking dick. Then he announced another subsidy, but before it could be enacted, he lost the election. The new Prime Minister, Joseph Lyons, promptly canceled all of those subsidies that were put in place.
Wow.
To make matters even worse, the emus had destroyed sections of a rabbit-proof fence, allowing the additional threat of rabbits to pour through those fences.
Oh my god.
The drought wasn't just hard on Australian farmers. Wildlife was suffering too. And in search of food and water, an army of 20,000 emus migrated into the farming areas around Western Australia.
Oh my fucking god.
Doing particularly bad damage to the crops and structures. They wanted that wheat.
20,000?
20,000. Okay,
Lord.
so here we go. Here's where it starts to get good. With farmers appealing to the government for help, the defense minister, George Pearce, sent an army of 3 men from the Royal Australian Artillery. 3 men.
Okay.
This is the first part of the war, okay? So 3 men from the Royal Australian Artillery. Listen, a cinematographer from Fox accompanied the team to document what was expected to be an easy victory.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Obviously. Just shoot them down, right?
Absolutely.
What's the problem?
The Great Emu War began on November 2nd, 1932.
Wow.
With the assistance of the local farmers, they attempted to herd the emus into an ambush, but contrary to what they expected, the birds did not stick together. They scattered.
Well, yeah.
And they were like, come and get me over here. No, over here. No, over here.
They really turned themselves into difficult targets. Like, they could not fucking get them together. So when they herded them, they expected them to stay together so that they could just bam, 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 bam with their machine gun.
But
it
it's
did not
not
happen.
the same.
They scattered. So later in that day, after encountering a small flock, the Australians tried it again, but with similar results. Like they fucking scattered. They were not ready for this, which I'm thinking, why wouldn't you know that this bird's pattern of behavior anyways?
Yeah.
2 days later, Major Meredith and his team had painstakingly prepared an ambush at a nearby dam. Okay?
Okay.
The gunners, people on the guns, waited in silence as a battalion
Oh my God.
of 1,000 emus approached the water.
They were like, fuck around.
This
and
sounds so
find
crazy.
out.
At basically point blank range, the Australians opened fire, right?
Yes.
But after a few rounds, the machine gun jammed. And the emus managed to escape with only a handful of casualties.
Oh my God, Becky.
So it is really difficult to assess the emu losses as the animal is very fucking resilient and obviously can survive bullet wounds. And they tend to run away before dying, kind of like deer do around here. Like you shoot them and you have to track them, but only this is like emus and like large populations.
Yeah.
So by the third day, only around 30 emus had been killed from a population of 20,000.
Wow.
That's not a den at all. That's fucking nothing. So the next
20,000 fucking emus?
Yeah, and out of them only 30 had been killed.
Oh my God.
So the next few days were limited in success, and the emus responded to danger and split into smaller groups. So each one had a tall emu that would look out while the others continued their destruction on the farms while continuing to eat the wheat. They would have one lookout. It was the tallest emu.
So they were smart.
They were super smart.
The emus were smart. We're
Yes.
talking about the fucking animals.
Yes.
They were like,
100%.
they had a lookout.
They had a lookout. I don't really talk about this that much, but they were like roaming in like big packs, and once this shit started to happen, they started to split off into smaller packs.
Yeah.
And they had lookouts in each pack. Yeah.
So they were intelligent.
Absolutely.
They were like,
Has an emu brain ever been researched?
probably. I mean, at this point, I don't know. So on November 8th, so you remember it started on the 2nd, so now we're on the 8th. Amid bad press and poor performance in the field, Meredith and his team were withdrawn, and the official report states that around 300 emus were killed in the operation, and the emus continued to destroy crops anyways, which there was no way that 300 emus were destroyed. They greatly exaggerated that. So the Premier of Western Australia, now a Premier is like a president for us, James Mitchell demanded a renewed attempt to drive the emus off. So the Great Emu War was set to fucking continue, right? So on November 13th, Meredith and his team were deployed to Western Australia again. The attacks continued with claims of around 100 emus being killed per week. On December 10th, Meredith was recalled and the operation was over. The commander claimed, get this, 986 kills with 9,860 rounds used. So that's
Oh my God.
a fucking staggering amount, right? With a further 2,500 dying of injury. We don't think that that's real. So this figure...
I don't think
this
that's
figure
real.
is highly disputed because it's obviously extremely inflated.
How in the fuck did emus, like...
Because
divert?
they can be shot and they will survive it. Yeah.
Oh,
They're
wow.
fucking gods, dude.
Despite
Obviously.
despite the claimed success, the emus continued to destroy the crops. Even then,
Oh my God.
the farmers' rifles are inadequate in dealing with the problem, and because they're just regular rifles, right? So they're shooting at these. They are taking these bullets. These emus are taking these bullets from these farmers, and they don't even give a fuck. So the farmers had requested assistance again in 1934, 1943, and 1948, only to be refused each and every time. Despite no emus being present to sign the document, a truce was declared in 1999 when emus were declared a protected species.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Yeah. They're impenetrable, right? Like they're
my
like,
God.
we will take bullets and we will still eat your wheat, bitch.
I mean, leave them alone.
right. So the Great Emu War captured the imagination of Australian people, and it quickly became a source of great amusement, as it should.
Yes.
And behind it, however, was the suffering of many thousands of farmers who lost their livelihoods and became destitute.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was a serious matter in the end, and no matter how comical the war was, many people became homeless and struggled to survive, and many emus lost their lives too. So the issue was later fixed. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
With barrier fencing.
Oh my God.
So they put up this large fencing, and it didn't go like all the way around like a farm. So the emus would come upon like a farm, and they would see a fence, and it would like kind of push them this way or that way. That's ultimately what solved the problem.
Well, that seems like an easy fix.
Very easy fix.
I don't know.
So emus live, crops are untouched. The internet is full of memes that turn this episode of history into a great fucking joke, which I am here for. And as it is a source of a particular pride and embarrassment for the nation of Australia. So
live
sweet.
and let live.
All right, before we get a little too crazy, I have an honorable mention.
Okay.
Ravens is my honorable mention.
I love that.
I looked up a lot of different things, and the problem with ravens, is that ravens are very prevalent in like folklore and stuff like that. So it's very hard to pinpoint.
I want a tattoo so bad.
Me too, and I want one. So we're going to talk about ravens just for a minute because they're an honorable mention here at the Tea Party because, listen, if we could have our own ravens, we definitely would.
Yes.
So ravens and crows are both part of the corvid family, which also includes magpies, which are from Australia. They're huge asshole birds.
Yeah.
They're distinct species with very different behaviors, vocalizations, and even social structures. Most people think of ravens and they think of crows, like they think they just go hand in hand, but they're actually
no, they're different.
They're completely different.
Yeah.
So, how to tell a raven from a crow?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Good,
yeah.
good.
So, ravens are much bigger, and they're about the size of a red-tailed hawk. They're huge. They can get up to like 3 feet, I think. So crows are smaller and much sleeker. Ravens have a wedge-shaped tail when they're flying, so it's like it looks like, a wedge. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
A pizza.
While crows' tails are fan-shaped. Ravens have a shaggier throat feather, and they're called hackles, and they have a much thicker curved beak. Like their beaks are much larger than a crow's. Ravens make deep croak sounds. Crows make more of like caw, caw, caw.
Yeah.
They're very annoying. Ravens can also mimic other sounds and have a wider range of vocalization than crows. I've been recently watching this lady on Facebook. She has crows, and her crow says, wow, wow. They can actually speak. This is not like a normal thing that crows can do, but it is something that they are definitely able to do if taught, from an early age. Ravens often soar and glide, and they seem to like ride the fucking wind. And crows tend to flap, and they don't soar very fucking gracefully. Ravens are wicked fucking smart. Can we just fucking all agree on that?
Yes.
And both birds are known for their intelligence, but ravens may just have an edge because they've been observed using tools, playing games, and even tricking other animals so that they can steal their fucking food.
Yeah.
Ravens are problem solvers, capable of planning and showing signs of insight, which is a rare trait in the animal kingdom. Ravens also form long pair bonds. So, like, some studies suggest that they remember human faces, but more specifically that they remember people that they don't like.
Oh.
And they will
I love them.
act accordingly. So, like, you see a crow. Like, everybody's seen a fucking crow here in America. Like, they know what a crow looks like.
Oh, yeah.
When you see a raven, you know that shit is not a fucking crow. Like, that thing is huge, humongous.
Yeah.
And it will peck your eyeballs out.
Yes.
If you're mean to it.
And that's on period.
If you're mean to it.
If you're mean to it. So in Alaska, we're just going to talk about Alaska. They're all over the fucking place, but you're more likely to see ravens in like remote areas, which is true all over. They like mountainous regions near large stretches of wilderness. They're solitary or they're in pairs. I believe they mate for life. I didn't look at that.
I think they do.
But I'm pretty sure
you're right on
they
that.
do.
Yeah.
Crows, on the other hand, prefer urban areas, and they're often seen hanging out, and they're like noisy fucking family groups.
Yeah.
And they're murder of crows. But just know that a group of crows is called a murder of crows.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why does this matter? So ravens and crows play important roles in their ecosystems and indigenous culture,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So where the raven is a central figure in many stories and teachings, crows are not so much. Next time you spot a big black bird in the sky, take a second look because it might not be a crow.
It might be a raven.
Ravens occupy a distinguished place in human culture and folklore. They're powerful symbols across various cultures and often associated with death, omens, and wisdom, which we love. To many indigenous people, the raven is a creature of creation and transformation, a messenger between worlds. The raven is seen as a trickster and a cultural hero with the ability to shapeshift. So, in Norse mythology, Odin,
Yes.
who is the chief of gods,
Mr. Onin.
so he had two ravens named Hugin and Munin. So it's thought and memory. And they flew across the world gathering information and whispering it back to Odin, symbolizing wisdom and knowledge. In Greek mythology, ravens were associated with Apollo, who was the god of prophecy,
Mm-hmm.
and the raven, originally white, turned black as a result of Apollo's anger, symbolizing the bird's link to foretelling.
Mm-hmm.
In Swedish folklore, the raven symbolizes the souls of the dead, while in Hindu mythology, they are linked with ancestors and wisdom.
Basically, this bird is clothed
This
in
bird
mythology.
is the
Yes.
most amazing fucking
Yes.
bird
I
ever.
agree.
Ever.
I
It
agree.
has so much history. Like,
So, it does. And
It's-
there's so much folklore behind it, I could not add everything to
Yeah.
here. So the raven famously appears in Edgar Allan Poe's poem, The Raven, where it symbolizes sorrow and unending grief. The poem has embedded the raven into popular culture, and it's known as a mysterious and ominous figure to this day. So, that's it. Listen.
like birds.
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 Birds. That's going to do it for us tonight, you guys. I hope you all
I loved this
talking
episode.
about birds.
I do too.
And
I want to
just love
go.
them.
Wait, pause. Let's go and see Pepper after this.
Let's do it. So go ahead and follow us on Facebook. It's
Yes.
the Poison Tea Party Podcast on Facebook.
Yes.
You can go to our website at thepoisonteaparty.com. You can leave us a message. Let us know anything you'd like to hear about in the future. We would love that shit. Go on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/thepoisonteaparty. You know, you can become a member. We have our email at thepoisonteaparty@gmail.com. With that, like the sooty shearwaters in California
Please don't.
in 1961.
Don't do that shit on me. Don't do that shit on me.
Knows how to party.
You've been
California.
poisoned.